न देखा है दिन न देखी है रात, कठिनाई में जिसने बढ़ाया है हाथ। उन डॉक्टर्स को हम करते हैं प्रणाम, सुरक्षा कर्मियों को देते सलाम। दिल से अपना फर्ज निभा के बने हो तुम रहनुमा। शुक्रिया शुक्रिया तहे दिल से करे शुक्रिया। शुक्रिया शुक्रिया आपका करते हैं शुक्रिया। संयम
Okay. Good afternoon, team. Give me a second. I'm reducing the volume. Hello. I hope I'm audible and background sound is perfect.
Yeah, all
Yes.
good, all good.
Okay, great. So I welcome you all for another wonderful session. Today we are at day number 20. So very soon we'll be completing this magic book, and we'll be starting. We have already identified the book for the next endeavor, and that is Power of One Thought. We'll be taking up mostly from next Monday, the new book. So now let's start with the yesterday's content. Yesterday it was all about magic footstep. It's a little straightforward and a little smaller chapter. So quickly let me revise. So it started with a very nice quote where author is saying, 100 times every day I remind myself. Focus on this word 100 times. And 2 or 3 times actually she has mentioned this the quote is made by Albert Einstein, and she has used this particular term 100 times. 100 times every day I remind myself that my inner and outer life depends on the livers of other men, living and dead, and that I must exert myself in order to give in the same measures as I have received, and I am still receiving. So this is the feeling Albert Einstein was having for others as a matter of gratitude. So what author has taken apart from the gratitude element from it? So 100 times whatever we utter the word, if we are saying thank you 100 times, it is good enough to induce the emotion that we are intending to induce. So for that, what is the process that author has suggested here? Today, like Einstein, you will say thank you 100 times, and you are going to do it by taking 100 magic footsteps. So not only 100 footsteps we are taking in a day, we are taking many sets of hundreds of footsteps we are taking, but it is the matter of awareness. If we are really aware, then we can certainly practice it multiple times in the sets of 100 times. So particularly when we are working, morning work or evening work, specifically better not to use the phone and be in the emotion of gratitude and saying thank you for each footstep that we are taking will produce an immense effect on our life. And the phone calls, we can definitely do it later also. So that way, we are also inducing the magical mindfulness in our life, as well as the gratitude element. So God gave you a gift of 86,400 seconds today. Have you used one to say thank you? Many times we forget to say even once. Forget about 100 times. Forget about 86,400 seconds, total, the maximum capacity that we have. Take magic footsteps. You take one step and in your mind say the magic word, thank you. That is what we have discussed just now. 1 foot thank you, next foot thank you, and continue saying the magic words with every footstep. Another way to practice this is to remain conscious and say thank you when we are having our lunch, dinner, or any kind of food. That time also we can practice this particular habit, because that time definitely we do not have the option of talking in mobile or something. But yeah, few people might have the habit of watching the television or mobile during eating also. So this is another good opportunity for everyone to practice this during our food, during lunch or dinner, and also during walking, to induce more of mindfulness quotient as well as gratitude quotient. Then it can be done anytime and anywhere. That is what author is saying. Be it you are waiting in some queue at the dentist or at the doctor, a hairdresser, because many times these days actually the queue are not very prominent. That is one good part of it. But yes, still we go outside, and whenever we are traveling, we can definitely do it. Whenever I walk down to a street or walk anywhere, I choose a point as my destination and I put gratitude in my footsteps all the way. If you take notice of how you are feeling before you begin, then you will notice a big difference in how you feel after you have taken magic step. So this is the exercise that we need to keep in our awareness. Why it is important? It is very important because when we notice our feelings before we do this exercise and after we have done this exercise, what is the feeling that we are getting? The difference is good enough motivation for us to keep our practice continued for future. Because unless until our mind sees the result, it doesn't believe, and it doesn't actually work in the same way how it should work. So it is always good to feel what is the previous and what is the afterwards feeling. So take a note of this particular thing. It is very important, and I have also explained why exactly it is important. It doesn't matter if you cannot get much of a feeling of gratitude while you are taking them. I promise you will still feel happier afterward. If you're feeling down, magic footsteps will make you feel better, and even if you are feeling great, magic footsteps will lift your spirits even higher. To take the most effective magic footsteps, take magic footsteps for about 90 seconds. This is how long it takes the average person to take 100 steps at a leisurely pace. Don't count the footstep when you are doing the practice, because you will be counting instead of saying thank you, the magic words with each step. So the consciousness should be on expressing thank you, saying thank you, but not on the count. It doesn't matter if it is 100 or 90 or 90 or 200 or 120. It is what matters most is the emotion with which we are saying and how long we can practice continuously. The longer we can practice continuously, the better it is, because that shows that our attention span is very nice, very good. And this particular and this particular aspect is also very important, how we can increase our attention span. And unfortunately, these days the attention span has been drastically decreased, and the main reason is being the lifestyle that we are living, the gadgets that we are having, and the apps that are designed in such a way to reduce our attention span day by day. And the reduced attention span is creating a havoc in our life. So if you are with me and believing that the attention span is really important, then start working to enhance the attention span. The longer we can practice in one stretch, the longer we can say thank you, thank you, thank you in one stretch without we moving to any other thought, shows that we have greater attention span or longer attention span. And once Andrew Carnegie mentioned that this is one of the most important trait which differentiate him compared to other contemporary entrepreneurs that time. The others were not that successful like Andrew Carnegie. If anyone has read this book, Magic of Think and Think and Grow Rich book, Think and Grow Rich. So that book actually is basically a story of him. So in short, if we see the practice starts with the morning counting of our blessings. Okay, at least 10 of the blessings that we need to write. If we are not able to write in the morning all 10, it is okay to segregate throughout the day and write 10 of the blessings and why we are grateful. That also I need to mention and say thank you, thank you, thank you. Second step was take 100 magic footsteps for about 90 seconds. So it will take around 90 seconds. That is what actually the author is saying. If someone wants to measure it, then timer also is okay. And maybe put some alarm or stopwatch kind of thing. But do not bother to count thank you 1, thank you 2, not like that. Then the third step says that with each footstep, say and feel the magic words, thank you. The number 4 is just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, thank you for the best thing that happened during the day. For the best thing that happened during the day. So now let's start day 20. Day 20 is all about heart magic. So the forum is open to all of you. One of you please take the initiative and start reading.
Yes, may I?
Sure, Samani.
Gratitude is the memory of the heart. Jean-Baptiste Massieu, French Revolution activist. You might have figured out by now that with any magical practice of gratitude, the aim is always to feel it as much as you can. This is because when you increase the feeling of gratitude on the inside, the things you have to be grateful for in the outside world increase too. Eventually, after practicing gratitude for a long period of time, you will automatically feel it deeply in your heart. However, this magical practice will collapse the time it would normally take for you to reach that level. The heart magic practice is designed to powerfully increase the depths that you feel gratitude by focusing your mind on the area of your heart as you say and feel the magic words thank you. Scientific research has shown that by focusing on your heart as you feel gratitude, the rhythm of your heart immediately becomes much more even and harmonious, resulting in major improvements to your immune system and health. That gives you an idea of the power of heart magic. It takes a little practice the first time you try it, but it is worth the effort. After a few times, you will get it, and each time you practice it, in your feeling of gratitude will increase exponentially. To practice heart magic, focus your mind and your attention on the area around your heart. It doesn't matter if you focus on the inside or outside of your body. Close your eyes because it will make it easier. And while keeping your mind focused on your heart, mentally say the magic words, thank you. Once you have practiced it a few times, you won't need to close your eyes anymore. But as a general rule, you will feel more gratitude when you close your eyes.
Great. Thank you, Sumanji. So may I request someone else to take over from here?
I can read.
Yes, Fatima ji.
There are several things you can do to help you get heart magic down really quickly. You put your right hand on the area around your heart. Keep your mind focused there while you say the magic word, thank you. Or you can imagine that the magic words, thank you, are coming out of your heart rather than your mind as you say them. As part of today's magical practice, take your top 10 desire list and practice heart magic on each desire. Read each desire in your mind or out loud, and when you get to the end of reading each one, close your eyes, focus your mind on the area around your heart, keep your mind on your heart area, and say the magic words again, thank you, slowly. Again, you can use the tips I've given above if it helps you. After you have finished heart magic on each of your desires, you will have not only increased the depth of gratitude you are able to reach, you will also have dramatically increased your gratitude for your top desires. You can continue to practice heart magic on your desires regularly if you want to speed up the receiving of them. Or you can use heart magic anytime you say the magic word, thank you. Even just using heart magic a couple of times a day will have a big effect on your happiness and on the magic in your life. Once you have practiced heart magic a few times, you will feel a huge increase in the depth of your feeling. And with gratitude, it's all about the depth of the feeling, because the deeper the feeling, the greater the abundance you will receive. The initial physical signs that you increase the depth of your feeling could be that you get a tingling feeling around your heart or feel a wave of joy rush through your body. Your eyes may fill with tears or you may get goosebumps. But without exception, you will begin to feel a depth of peace and happiness you've never felt before.
Okay, great. Thank you, Fatima ji. One of you can take over from here and read the last page.
Should I?
Yes, Nisa ji.
Magic practice number 20. Heart magic. Count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you are grateful. Reread your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you. and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Focus your mind and your attention on the area around your heart. Close your eyes, and while keeping your mind focused on your heart, mentally say the magic words, thank you. Take your top 10 desire list and practice heart magic by reading each desire, then closing your eyes, focusing your mind on the area around your heart, and slowly saying thank you again. Just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, thank you for the best thing that happened during the day.
Great. So, after a really long time, we have completed this session a little quicker because the chapter is small and the previous chapter was also small one. And tomorrow we will be having the last session that is of the magic book, that is Magnificent Outcomes. So I'm a little curious what is there afterwards. Okay, it is not 21 days, sorry. It is 30 days, is it?
It's 28 days.
28 days.
28 days, okay. Okay, good. So we have good number of days still remaining. I was thinking that the pages are still more, than how come it is going to be complete in 21 days. Somehow it was there in my mind that it is 21 days. My bad. Okay, great. So the forum is open to all of you if you want to share anything, your experience so far. Okay, if nothing, then
I can share.
yes, Nisaji, please.
I just want to share my happiness that yesterday, as maybe you all know, that Prime Minister Modi ji is here in Poland. So yesterday he arrived here, and before that we were asked to fill a Google form to meet him, like if you want to meet him. But we didn't get any confirmation, like maybe others have got it. So I just thought that I'll go and see whether it can happen, like when he's going inside the hotel room or coming out or whatever. So that time if I can meet him. So yesterday me and my daughter, we went there near the Hotel Sheraton, and then we got a good glimpse of him, like he waved at us and all. So it was not in my list, like I didn't write in my wishes list that I want to meet him, but it was my deepest desire. Like definitely we all want, if we have a leader in our mind, definitely we would like to meet the leader, right? So it was in my mind, and I could see him in person, which I don't think it was possible for me in India. So
certainly very difficult.
yeah. So why I'm talking about it here is it was kind of quick manifestation. Like I went there, and I did not say anything, no affirmations, nothing about this at all. But later on, after some time, when I was waiting there at the hotel, then I started saying thank you, universe, for at least getting me a glimpse of Modi ji, because I've been waiting for a few hours. So, and then it was like magic. I mean, I could see him while going inside and also coming back. So the thing was, I did a handshake to Mr. Shankar. So he's one of my favorites. So I was so happy. I mean, I'm still, I am so happy
Goosebump.
that,
You got goosebump?
yeah. So I was like continuously thanking the universe, like beforehand itself. But it was hardly like maybe 1 or 2 hours I started doing that. That I was waiting for my husband because he was stuck in office, and then my son also. So I was waiting for them to come, and till that time, I was like just saying thank you, universe, for getting me a glimpse of Modi ji. At least I want to see him. If not, I can. I mean, because people were allowed inside also, right? So he was meeting everybody inside, but we couldn't go inside. So at least I got the glimpse. I mean, what I asked for, I got it. So it's like ask, believe, and receive. So that also. I just wanted
Because
to
you,
share.
yeah,
Thank
because you can add something here. I just remember something.
Yes, sure,
Yeah,
Mary.
yeah,
Yeah.
I like the experience what he mentioned, and I just remember my experience. It is, I think, it is not the affirmation at that point or this thing, but it is our very inner desire which we hold for many years, because it was just matching to my experience. So I just remember, uh, basically, from childhood, before Sachin Tendulkar, Sunil Gavaskar was hero, cricketing here, and in India cricket is all childhood game for this thing. But when I did my engineering, IT programming course, in that building, Sunil Gavar used to stay, and all my friends used to say that, okay, he's always, they used to get glimpse of him, and I said, oh, I need to see him at least once, because he's my childhood hero, like that. So I just remember the experience again. And what happened is, our course was at the second floor, and he used to stay in a fourth floor. And in one particular moment, he was in my left, standing behind me. I'm actually 5.11, and he is actually little bit short. But when I see that he's standing behind me, the whole, in that for few moments in the left, the whole my world changes. You get totally different altogether. You are in different world when you're the person who want to meet for so many years. He's standing next to you. I didn't get a chance to speak to him, but that was my memorable moment. So I completely agree what you can feel in that moment. Yeah, so those are not, again, something which you desire, and this is an innate desire from your childhood, where you get the glimpse of these people, and which is actually impossible for others. Means it is a rarest moment. I can agree to that one. Yeah, it is the rarest
Very
moment.
true.
But since you hold it, universe, yes, definitely it gives a chance to meet your favorite persons. Yeah,
Actually,
right.
I agree with you because when you are in the state of gratitude, so
Yes.
whatever your deepest desires are, they get fulfilled and you don't even know. I mean, it was not in your mind, but it gets fulfilled automatically. So I
Yes.
have been experiencing this since I started reading magic, I mean, the magic
Yeah.
book from last year. So I always tell that it is really miraculous. I mean, you can't explain. So thank you so much for allowing me to share.
Really, that's so right. And I would add one more thing. So when we are in sync with the frequency of the gratitude, and in that higher frequency we are relying, right? So our affirmations or our wishes will be fulfilled very quickly. And I agree that it could be also accumulated wish that both of you might be having. That's where actually it has been manifested. Even though it is not, still, if we are kind of thinking something in our mind, all of a sudden it will come to you in no time. Today in morning, actually, I have experienced something not so significant, like I think that you both have experienced, let's say, but definitely that is a magical moment for me. So we have daily satsang from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. And then I attended. There one word came, Bajuli. So in Parsi, actually, I think in Parsi, Bajuli means that there is a certain kind of activity which is not very easy to perform by children. The children generally perform in magic, so or so round and round actually they do. So it was given as a metaphor to explain how the cycle of world cycle or cycle of time is revolving, and just after the satsang is over, then I was having that word in my mind, in my conscious memory, and I was introspecting on that. Not only on that word, what is explained as part of that word, having that as a metaphor. And I was, as most of you know, that I am doing kind of barefoot walking in parks and gardens. So there actually I was doing, and all of a sudden, actually this is very first time I have seen in that area. In that area, generally in that area, whatever, like in most of the places, you can't see this kind of activities performed by children these days. All of a sudden, I saw one girl, maybe around 10 years old, 10 or 11 years old. She was doing that activity, that activity, and her mother was taking the photo. I was thinking like how the manifestation happens. Whatever we are thinking, those things will appear to us. Those things will manifest. This is also manifestation. So I was thinking that we have all the power to attract anything what we really want. We just need to be responsible and responsibly desire what we really want and what will bring a real difference in our life. In the same manner, we need to be very careful in when we are holding any negative thought, or when we are watching any negative news or negative web series or movie or anything, like having a lot of violence and negative news and all those things. So because it works that faster for the negative things also. So why not consciously choose the positive one when we know that we have already got the power to manifest? Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to add that we are just reading, but you are leading the sessions. So definitely you will have more such manifestations than us because you are leading the way. So thank you, Vikashi.
Thank you, Nisaji. Yeah, we all have the power. Actually, we all have equally great powers. Just we need to be conscious about it, that we are having the power and the power is there already, and we will be kind of manifesting left and right.
Yeah.
So great.
Yeah, because as you explain, is basically as gratitude is like God, is like gravitation. It's available for everyone. Just want to add something here which is very useful for everyone. This is again my experience, which definitely I like to share. The story which we read in a previous chapter, like that girl got her wallet back. Okay, so it is exactly the same, like in my all my property buyings, basically in UK, when I bought the first property. And just because I explain you know, the negativity or the doubt on this particular technique, basically you always surrounded by the naysayer means, you know, negative people. No, because at that time people used to say, no, you are not going to get the house in this area, in town. You have to go a little bit outside and all that. So there are so many negative comments which actually make you feel doubt on what you are thinking, you know, on what you believe. So basically you need to keep all those doubts and all those negative comments from maybe your family members or from some outside people or your colleagues. You know, you need to keep all those negative comments and this thing out of your belief system, and you need to truly believe on your what you are desiring or your visualization. And that exactly happened at that time. One of my managers, senior manager, he never came to my cube at all. Okay, but on that day he came to my desk, he showed me the property and see that I heard that you're looking for the property. Can you see this one? I think this might help you. And when I seen the property, it ticks all my points. Like it is exactly what I dream for. I immediately called the agent, and next in that week only I booked that particular house. Okay, where I was living last 8 years. Okay, so I got so much good faith on this visualization technique. Okay, I use again exactly same technique this year, at the beginning of this year when I was in India. Because you know about it, I was in India again. In 3 months time I thought I need to buy a property. I have only 3 months time. Again exactly the same situation. People around me said that no, it is in this crore, you're not going to get it in this area, this and all that. But again I followed the same method, same visualization, and I got the property of my desire in minus one crore means, you know, less than 1 crore, which the property market value is. So this is all practical example, and it works for everyone. This is what I like to share. You know, just there are people who actually doubt on your these techniques or doubt on your beliefs. but you don't have to, just believe and do the visualization. It helps, and yeah, if you want the proof, definitely I can share the property details and everything with you. That is because sometimes we believe, saying that, oh, how this can happen. But yeah, I bought the property at the beginning of this year. I'm now moving to. I already shared my experience with rental. This thing I shared that document as well. Yeah, and good thing about this group and because is, yes, we are continuing this thing. The group helps. It keeps you on the track. If there is no group, then yeah, definitely there is a lot around you, negative things which definitely kills your belief. But when you're with this positive group, it helps you a lot. It keeps you on track. That is my experience, and I every time I said this to Bikaji, thanks for bringing all these people, positive people together. It helps a lot. Helps a lot.
Very,
Thank you,
very true.
Bikaji.
Very true. Very
Yeah.
true. Actually, when we are in a positive circle of influence is there, and we tend to take positive steps. What we are reading, we are also implementing very cautiously. Otherwise, as you said, it is very true that we are anyway like surrounded by some neutral people or negative people also at times. So it is great to have all positive people around and keep joining, and we will make big difference. And thank you for sharing personal experience of
Thank you, everyone.
manifestation,
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah.
Lindsay and Nisaji. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you, Nisaji. So let's
Thank you.
thank you. Let's meet tomorrow again.
Thank you.
Thank you.